Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to remove an IDE DVD drive. First thing that we have to do is we have to get our cover off the computer. On this particular model we have a spring-loaded latch. So all I have to do on this one is just push down and then pull the latch out, and that takes care of that. Some of them will have screws, knobs. There's a whole bunch of different kinds, but they're all pretty much the same theory. Whether it's a latch or the screws, just take the screws out, you're good to go. This one here, I can take the plastic off. On this particular model it's not necessary, but I will do it anyways. And usually there are plastic snap-ons that you can push in and pull the front cover off. So now we can see the DVD unit exposed. Now, I was saying before, this is for an IDE. We know it's IDE because we can see these big gray cables. That's an important thing because if you're going to replace your DVD drive, you're going to want to know if you have an IDE drive or if you have a serial ATA, and we'll look at that in another video. Right now all we have to do is remove our connectors and then take any screws out. So I will go ahead, I'll remove the power. We can see the power cord here and the IDE connector, which we can see right here. Now, next we'll go ahead and we'll remove any screws that we find. Each computer is different, but you usually have up to 4 screws. You can have one at the back, at the front, and even on the other side, which you'll have to take the other panel off if you do have any on the other side. Now we have our cables disconnected, we have all of our screws out. Now what we're going to do is from the back, just give it a little push, and you can see it sliding out from the front. So you can grab a hold and just pull it out. And replacing it with a newer one is pretty much the same process, just backwards. So we'll get our new drive, we'll stick it in from the front, and we'll push back until we line up the screws with the holes. And so we're going to look at the holes, and we can see right in here, we can see right there, we have it lined up. So now from here, all we got to do is put our screws back in. Once we have our screws in, we'll go ahead, we'll get our IDE cable. Notice the piece of plastic on the top here, this little notch. If you look at the back of the connector, the IDE connector in the back, you're going to notice a notch there. So all you have to do is just line up the notches with the connector and then just push it in. If you don't line it up, it's not going to go in. It's the same thing with your power cable. At the top, it's a little bit rounded. So you want to make sure that you put the correct side in. And again, it will not fit if you don't have the correct side in. So if you're trying to get that in there and it's just not going, it just doesn't want to go in, try and flip it. And you'll notice it goes in a whole lot easier. So that's all there is to changing out an IDE DVD drive.